are you all? Hope everybody is well. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, early birds in the chat. Andy, hello. How are you? Are you, Dino? Hope you're both well. Andy's well, but sweating behind the ears. Okay. Langton Road, hello, welcome. How is everybody today? Everyone all right? Has anybody seen the update video yet? Ah, right. That explains an awful lot of things. I hope you enjoyed your KFC. No, that's absolutely fine. That is Dino. Don't worry about it. But no, I did. I posted the layout update about an hour ago. I was I was thinking about putting it on here. But I didn't think everybody wanted to sit through 20 minutes of a layout update. Plus, of course, usually if I do a layout update, I get people coming in later on saying, "Oh, I missed it. Could you tell me again?" So it's out there for everybody to watch if they want to watch that. But to be kind of honest with you, after doing that, I hadn't actually realised how much I had done. I didn't think I did a lot, but I've actually done quite a fair bit. Ah, right. Sorry, Langton Road. Smallwood Junction. Hello. Do forgive me. I don't know some of your names. Smallwood. Is it Jason? No, someone just told me it's Paul. Sean. Hello. How are you? And Langton Road is Mark. Right. I will try to remember. I do. I seem to like pick on one person and do my best to try and remember who that one person is. And then when I've remembered, they'll go to the next one. So what's everybody been up to with their layouts then? Have you been doing much to them or not? No, I'm all good here. I'm all good. Right, and to be kind of honest with you, today's live stream has been a little bit of a rush because I've I videoed, well, I recorded the King's coronation, and then me and Mrs. literally just sat down about and finished watching it about 5 minutes ago. So yes, we fast forwarded all the rubbish, got to the nitty gritty bit. And then yeah, like hightailed it up here quick. Ah, good. Okay, and Mark, yeah, brilliant. Okay, well, I hope you get to have a good go at it. I know I certainly will be having more of a go at mine as well, either tomorrow or Monday. Building the Metcalf Hotel at the moment. Okay, there's Smallwood. You're Paul, aren't you? I should write this down, but I don't have any paper handy. Yeah, no worries, Dino. I'll see you back in a minute, mate. Right. Right. Does everybody know about the Model Railway exhibition in Crewe next year that's been hosted by Jason at Barnabas Junction? If you don't, this is it. Just screenshot that if you wish, just that you've got all the information there. But I'll be attending that one. Mostly just as an excuse just to get down to Crewe more than anything else. Bloody hell, sure, it's not rained where you are at all. Everywhere else is pouring down with rain here and London. Well, yeah, it's I suppose the typical bank holiday, really, isn't it? A lot of people probably plan to do all sorts of things outside, and then it pours down with rain. So I suppose we have to build our layouts instead. Oh dear, not a drop. Yeah, yeah. I was planning on cutting the grass today as well, but it ended up pouring down with rain, so that one was um that one was cancelled. Ah, Clive, hello, my friend. How are you? Is your roof still covered in tarpaulin, or have you actually finished it? Yeah, well, I mean, I'm in Shropshire, I am, Dino. So, yeah, I've been pretty much having the same weather as you. Well, we got 7 people in the chat so far, which is great. Um, it's always nice to see more people coming in, but I know it's the King's coronation today, so I know an awful lot of people are more than likely celebrating that in some way or another. I know there's an awful lot of people who are having street parties and stuff, so there's nothing like that around here. I don't think we're all royalists in this area. Very wet in Coventry. Oh dear, not good at all. Right, well, I need to do something, don't I? Because I mean, at the end of the day, I can't just sit here reading the chat all day long. Royal Who? Yeah, I know, Sean. I know, mate. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I've watched it. At least I can say I've watched it. I'm not a huge royalist myself, but it's just one of those things where you're probably never going to see another one. Um, well, technically, actually, no, I might get to see another one, but this is the first one I've actually seen. Not including the Queen's, obviously. That was the rerun. No, this is very true. I was expecting the streets to be absolutely ram-packed with people, but I guess the rain has rained off an awful lot of people. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll probably still be around doing stupid YouTube live videos by then. Unless, of course, you've all had enough of me. Well, anyway, um, oh, it's just popped up. All right, okay. Looks like looks like Rachel's doing a live stream today as well. Oh well, sorry, didn't know. Yeah, she's very true. She's very true. I suppose if you're a royalist, you'd be out there in all weathers, wouldn't you? Right. Okay. So, what have I been up to? Well, for those of you who follow my channel an awful lot, you will have noticed there is a big, massive difference behind me. Your old man's seen 5 monarchs. He must be really old. Oh dear. But yeah, so yeah, there's been a few big, massive changes to the layout. One of which is I finally built all the baseboards around completely down, finished. Just a couple of small little final bits of fettling to do, but the age doing well for 96. Um, but yeah, as um, as I've already mentioned in the update video, um, a lot. So I've noticed that just backtracking again a minute, but I've noticed with a lot of people, myself included as well, to be fair, um, if somebody has a live stream, nobody wants to sit through a recorded live stream and just skip through that to the important bits. Because a lot of people, I don't know whether mine are the same, I've never really checked, but a lot of recorded live streams don't have the chat included in them. I know some do and some don't. Um, so it's very hard to try and follow a live stream when you can't see the live chat also. So you can see what people have been saying and everything else. So I thought the best thing for me to do, I think, would be to upload my update video, post that, and then do the live stream afterwards. So at least then, if anybody wants to get up to date with what's been going on, they can just go and watch the video and listen to me waffling on for 22 odd minutes. Um, but uh, but no, but for the rest of you, you all get to sit and watch me waffling on for the next hour or so. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can sit and watch somebody's live stream for 2 hours or more. Um, but to see one that's just being recorded onto Facebook, sorry, YouTube, um, it would be very difficult to try and follow along with it. Peter, hello, how are you? Nice to see you here. So yeah, so basically, what I'm going to probably do now is I'm just going to go through with you now what's been going on the layout, um, and um, and yeah. So if any of you miss the live video, go and watch that. It's much easier, and I won't be offended whatsoever. Um, So before I get on with what I've been up to, what I really would like to say is a big, massive thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I can't believe that 700. I've gone over the 700 mark now. Um, when I first started this channel, I didn't think I'd get above 100. Well, I didn't think I was going to get above 50. Um, but for some strange reason, you all seem to enjoy listening to me waffling on. Mystic Railroad, how are you? But that's very nice of you to say, Dino. Thank you very much. Um, so so at present, um, the entirety of my baseboards um, has cost me absolutely nothing. Every single bit of timber that you see on this layout, I have not spent any money on whatsoever. The top shelves above my head there, they were free. Um, all I've had to pay for is the brackets, which I bought from IKEA. I bought, hang on, because I'm that one, that white floating shelf there. I bought that from IKEA, and I bought this longer floating shelf here. I bought that for a fiver many years ago. But apart from things like hardware, like screws, brackets, what's kind of nice with you, all my brackets were free. um, what can I say? I'm a bloody hoarder. But a lot of the screws and that I've used in the layout have been bits and pieces I've had lying around. I built a patio, a decking patio out back garden a few years ago, well, quite a few years ago, and I had a shed load of screws left over from that. So a lot of the screws from the decking have gone into this. Um, so baseboard wise, I think if I've spent 30 quid, I think I've done well there. I think that just the baseboards alone, we're not talking about track or anything else like that. It's cost me about 30 quid, I would imagine. Um, so oh Daz, hello, how are you? But yeah, it's it has most certainly been a labour of love. And I've had to do an awful lot of begging and borrowing to be able to achieve that. Um, I'm one of these people that will drive past someone's house. If I see something in there, skip that I think I can use for the layout, I'll go and knock on the door and ask them if I can have it. There's no shame. Oh, well, have I just seen is Simon in the house as well? Is he? Oh yeah, there he is. Hello, Simon. He quickly popped into the chat there just as it disappeared. Yes, Daz, I'm fine. Everything is really well at the moment. Life is good right now. No, Peter, I haven't. That is on my to-do list. Um, Putting the track down is on my to-do list over this weekend, to be fair. Um, but again, I'm just going to be reiterating an awful lot of things that I've already said in the layout update. So I'm just going to pretend that hasn't happened. But I am trying my utmost best right now to not try and get too excited and get ahead of myself. Um, I'm trying to take my time and get the track down get all the point motors in, get everything working, get the track running properly. Because although the layout fundamentally now runs, I have still got a few small little niggles that I'm trying to iron out. Um, the one set of points behind me here in the one corner, they were giving me some issues where the curved points were like trying to exaggerate a bit, but they were buckling in the middle. They're buckling upwards in the middle. So, of course, as soon as the locomotive's gone across the frog, it jumped straight off the track. So, what I've had to do is I've had to drill two holes sort of midway of the point and pin it down there as well as the 3 points on the ends. Um, and that seems to have fixed the problem. Um, of course, I have also got a problem with some of my older locos don't like running over the newer Pico points. Um, there was a Double O Bill had one of his top tips in his last video, I think it was he said to get a file, and with the edge of the file is to, file within the groove of the frog, try and make it a little bit deeper so that your older locomotives can run over it better. So obviously your older Hornby Triang locomotives have got much wider flange on them as a lot of your newer stuff. So that's probably something I may have to do at some point or another in the near future. But for now, fundamentally, I want to try and get everything running absolutely perfect. I do have a couple of small areas where there is a couple of small little tiny dead spots, especially over points. So that's something I need to have a look at as well as. I mean, obviously, if the train is running fast enough, hey Joshua, if the train is running fast enough, it'll go over it, no problem. I mean, when I'm talking about dead spots, I'm thinking the spots are probably about that big. So if the locomotive is going fast enough, it'll fly over them without any problems whatsoever. But for slow running, it becomes a bit of a pain. So that's something I need to have a look at. Oh, Mike's just jumped into the chat as well. Right, I'm just going to go back through the chat again just to make sure I haven't missed anything. I answered that. We'll have free stuff just because it's free. Absolutely, you can't look a gift horse in the mouth, can you? Yeah, wifey and I go for a walk. My eyes are often angled downwards, looking at the ground for rocks, twigs, and free wood or styrofoam to use on the layout. Where do you live if you get lots of styrofoam on the floor? Mixed it well read, am I joking? Oh dear. Things have not been great lately. I ain't been about. Oh dear, Daz. I do hope things are all right your end, my friend. Uh, it's not nice when people are not having a good time. I've been sat here looking at the parcel for most of the day, just opened it, and it's me platform edging. Oh, brilliant, Sean. Excellent. Yes, I agree, Dino. Double O Bill's channel is brilliant. I've had Pico curved points do the same on me, Brian. I had to add extra pins. Yeah, that's to be that's to be honest with you, that seems to be the only solution I could possibly think of. I mean, it sort of makes sense because if you're like me, where you've got a foam underlay, so to speak, underneath your track, if you're pinning the three ends down, I mean, you're not supposed to pin it hard down anyway. But even if you do pin it to a point where the track doesn't move, you are going to get a slight little bit of warpage in the middle because obviously it's compressing the underlay at both ends, but not in the middle. So of course you are going to get that sort of hump in the middle. So if you're in that position, then my advice would be to just put some extra nails in. Unless of course you're one of the few that it likes to glue your track down. I know a lot of people do glue their track down, and that's probably one of the reasons why they do it. I've chosen not to because it's quite simply an awful lot cheaper to pin it down. Um, but so there you go. Right, let me have a look, see if I've caught up with everybody. Oh, Andy Dobson's in the house. Hello, Andy. Um, hate cutting polystyrene with a knife. Hot wire much better. No, Peter, I agree. I mean, I don't have a hot wire gun, but if I did, then that's how I would probably do it. But I mean, I'm talking about the thin styrofoam that you use, like flooring underlay. That's what I've used on here. Um, my old layout used the old fiberboard, which makes it itch like crazy, but it doesn't cut very nicely either. But with a sharp knife, the styrofoam that I use on this cuts really, really nicely. Uh, oh, Mystics hit the like button with his wheel engaged hammer. You haven't got to push the like button if you don't want to, but if you do, then that's absolutely fantastic. It shows that I'm doing something right. Um, yeah, okay, right. I've caught up with the chat a bit for a little bit. So yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll unplug my phone and I'll take you all for a little bit of a walk around the layout and pretty much go through what I've already explained in the layout update. But yeah, just going through my checklist now. Right, I've thanked all the new subscribers. Still can't believe I've got 700, just over 700 subscribers now. In fact, actually thinking about it, let me have a look. How many have I actually got currently right now? Wow, 704. You must be nuts. Oh dear me. Um, oh, here's one I've never seen before. Who are you? A and C, RR, and N scale and life journey. Oh, hello. You are a person I've not seen before. It's nice to see new people in the chat. His name's Eric, is it? Oh, hello, Eric. I've got to try and remember an Eric, a Paul, and a Mark. Doing well so far. Oh dear. No, eventually I will remember. I will remember. But right, so let me take you for a trip around the layout and I'll show you what I've been up to and also what I'm going to be up to as well. So how many have we got in the chat now? We've got 13 people in the chat right now. I don't think it's going to get any higher than that. If it does, then great. But Dino, am I going to get? I don't know. Is the simple answer to that one. I want to come to get, but my big issue is transport. Um, for reasons I'm not going to get into right now, but basically, the only way I can really travel to events far afield as Milton Keynes, um, I have to either rely on somebody who is going in that direction, um, or hopefully catch a train. But I checked the train tickets for that, and that is a definite no no. I'm not spending that much money catching a train over there. It's a ridiculous amount of money. Oh my word. My name is easy to remember. It is Wolf off. I'll just call you Wolf off. Oh dear me. I tell you what. Your name's longer than the longest name in Wales. I can't pronounce that one either. Oh, was he one of Hitler's mates? Oh dear God. Oh dear. Oh, God, God. To be honest with you, every time I hear someone speaking in Welsh, it sounds like they're gargling. Maybe it was I googled it. Oh, I mean, no insults whatsoever. uh, oh dear. Anyways. Oh, crumbs. Right then, Wolf off. Let's 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 take you on a little journey. Oh dear. That's the highlight of the night. That is, and it's only just started. Oh dear. Anyway, right. I mean, it could be worse. Your name could be Brian. For some reason, my name has this stigma around it, whereas anybody whose name is Brian tends to be really thick and stupid. I understand why too. Right, come on. Let's take you for a little travel around the layout. Squeaky legs on my getting old. But yeah, I've got squeaky legs on my phone holder. So right, so excuse the glare above me. That is something I've still yet to fix. Um, I am putting LED strip lights in eventually, but for now we'll just go with the normal everyday standard bulb. Um, right then, let's have a look. Where shall we start? Tell you what, we'll start over here. Why not? See, I'm walking in sawdust down here because I still haven't cleaned up from doing all the cutting that I did this week. But anyways, get you lot all out of the glare. So over here you can see a bridge, okay, and the Eddie Stobart van lorry down there. He's got more than enough clearance to get under the bridge for once, so we won't be hitting the bridge anytime soon. And we will go over here. Now, you will forgive me, people, because I can't see the chat while I'm doing this, so I'll have to go back through it again afterwards. So this is the off ramp down here. This one's going up in this direction. Over here in this mess here is going to be Finton Parkway. Finton Parkway is actually going to be here. Just trying to get you in here properly. So this track is all down here, ready. It's only loose at the other end there because I still haven't really decided what I'm going to do with it yet. But I'm thinking, over here in this other mess over here, there's going to be a turntable sat somewhere around where this tub is here. For the older people here, if you remember, I did a turntable a while ago, which I nicknamed the microwave turntable. I've now taken all the gubbins out of it, but that's down here now. That's here, ready and waiting. So I'm hoping to put that in that area there, and then dress it all up to suit. But it's going to be non-operational. It's only going to be there for show. So that's that. Anyway, so we've got a signal box here. That's going to be sitting at the end of the station, like um, the old station used to be like. This is Finnerton Central's old platform buildings here. So we've got the country station here. So this is going to be part of the new Finton Parkway station buildings. So that's going to go there, and that's going to go there, so to speak. So it's going to sort of look a little bit like that eventually. My camera work is not very good at all here. Right, so now we come down to here. This is the new bit here, which is going across here. That's the new bit. If we come over here, so down here, this is where I've had to fix the track. So as you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, I've got 4 curved points here. All of them have all given me some issues somewhere along the line. So I don't know if you can see properly or not, but I've actually put pins in here, either side of the frog, to hold it down. And it seems to have, fingers crossed, worked. Right, now, if you come over here to Finchester Works, which is all across here, all this bit here, I've loosely fitted this wall in here at the moment. This is going to be going in here, I think. I've just placed it in here for now, just to see how it looks. And as you can see, there's going to be another tunnel mouth here, which it's going to come out to. And then there's going to be another wall coming out here as well, as which then corners off the this whole area. This whole area will be independent from the rest of the layout. This little bit here. Now you can see I've got bits of parts of old locomotives lying around. I've got wheels here. I've got an old Hornby 00 signal set here. There's an old brake van here it's got no wheels on it. I'm going to be leaving all this here. It's some of these parts I've placed in, some were just littered around from other bits and pieces. You know, Donegal Dad will recognise that. If I'd known he wanted it, I would have sent that to him. But basically what's going to happen here is there's going to be another track coming across here. There's going to be another track coming across here, and then another one coming across here as well. That track is going to be where this coach is going to be sitting. And there's going to be another track here where one of these or both of these locomotives are going to be parked. These are no good. This one will never run. And that one, I can't get the parts for it because they're either too expensive or just not available. So I've actually replaced that. It's actually Will Scott, that is. I've replaced Will Scott with another one. This is a mainline model, and the one I've replaced it with is the Lima one. So that runs absolutely fine. That does. So that's the replacement. So this one, I'm either going to strip for spare parts, or it's just going to end up being an ornament on the layout. Anyway, over here, not a great deal has happened on Finnerton Central. I will be setting the main station building here into the platform properly. That's one of the things I'm going to be doing. Also, the wall, the back here, I'm going to be fixing in very soon as well, because I'm quite happy with how that looks. And then there's going to be, the wall is going to extend up from here, and all the track that you can see there is all going to be covered up. And the track across top there, I will get to in a minute. So over here, we can see all the new track that I've had to buy from Dave Angel Trains this week. Oh dear. Throat's going already. No, I haven't brought coffee up with me. So yeah, so that's all going to be fitted soon. This bit here I'm rather proud of. This is currently the drop down section here. So I just see what you're all doing. So this is going to be the drop down section here, as you all know. So this part here and that part there is all part of the drop down. This part here isn't. This part is actually removable, and it's got a magnet on this end. It's also got another one on that end. So all I have to do is just lift it like that. That will just lift completely out. And what's holding it is old magnets that you've got from old kitchen units. So there's one there, and then you've got another one there. So bring you back out, and then all that does is it just sits back in there in exactly the right place. So you didn't see that then, did you? my camera the camera skills are blooming awful. There you go, back in. So that's my new drop down section part that's going to be done. So all this can all be removed, and I can walk in and out the back door there very easily. Then we come round to this bit here. Now this bit I've got a bit of a problem with, and I have been thinking very hard about what I'm going to do with this area. My original plan was to put a Metcalfe viaduct in all the way around here because I've always fancied having a curved viaduct. The issue I have is if I put the viaduct in here like this, which is fine, I've got the problem of the top section here being just over this bit. So to cover this track up, I'd have to bring the viaduct all the way up to the top edge here. But I can't do that because its arches are going to be infringing on the track below. So this corner here may change again, I think, because I'm thinking what I might do is actually shortening the width of the top section here. So this steps back away from the track underneath and then putting a wall up at the back. That's sort of what I'm thinking of doing. And in that way, then it makes my life a lot easier when I get to the bridge here. Because the issue with the bridge now, of course, is if the viaduct comes up to the top here, that means I need to have a tunnel mouth here, which I think would look wrong. It just wouldn't look right. Because you wouldn't have a tunnel mouth right next to the abutments for a bridge, would you? So I think the viaduct is going to have to end up going around this bottom edge here, and I'm going to have to cut this back a little bit to make way for that. I think that's the way to go, but I'm not sure. I've changed my mind probably about 4 or 5 times on it now, and I'm still undecided what to do. But then that's it really, and then of course I've put all the shelves up, so I've got the mass majority of my stock up here. The rest of my stock is on a shelf down underneath here. So, but yeah, if you want to have a quick gander at what I've got up here, there's some what I would consider really nice locomotives here. Got all of those. That's my project one that I'm doing. I'm in the middle of doing that one at the moment. My old Flying Scotsman. But yeah, that project's ongoing. But I'm taking my time with that. I mean, I'm in no rush to get that done right now. And then of course, then there's all my intercity 125s, of which I've got probably way too many of. and then all the rest of my diesels here, and then got my DMU on the end there, and then I've got my wagons over here, and then up top I've got all my coaches all up there as well as. Then all my coaches up there. And then when I do get the chance to, I'm going to pop back to IKEA, buy a couple more of these brackets here. They will go into those holes in the wall there, which are ready for the brackets. And then I will extend the shelf here right to the end of the wall there. And although it was back in 2019, I bought my MRYCG map, and for the first time ever, it's actually been hung up. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my layout update at the moment. I think I do explain it in a little bit more depth in the video that I posted earlier on today, but that's about it really. Right, I'll pop you back down here out the way. There we go. That's that. Right, I'm going to catch up with the chat. Wolfoff says, awesome tour, Brian. Thank you very much. Sorry, that name's going to stick now. Seven Bridge Crane. What does that mean? Aha, Jason, Barnabas Junction's just come into the house. Jason, you've just missed my layout update. Well, if you've got ice cream in the fridge, Timbersurf, then by all means you can eat it. And hello. Right. I'll let everyone say hello to one another a minute while I catch up with the chat. Let's have a look, see what we got here. Oh, so much. Okay, right. I'm there now. I'm there now. Right. Let's have a look. Do you rattle, do you, Andy, when you're taking your pills? Just a question to everyone. I'm doing a town scene with a pub on it, overlooking the train tracks. Would anyone be upset or have issues if I call the pub or road Crossways Junction? Absolutely not, Daz. If that's what you want to call it, then that's absolutely fantastic. To be fair, I'm thinking of I've got let me think. I've got one, two, three. I've got four junctions on the main layout on the bottom level. I've got four junctions. I'm probably going to end up having more than that when I'm finished, but I was actually considering calling one of those Crossway Point Junction. But Jason Barnabas Junction, he's just named his disused signal box as Crossways Point Junction. So I might do something, have a play on words or sort of it, but I'm going to dedicate at least one corner to Bernie. I think that would be. I think he would approve of that. I think you all look like you're all crooked. Hang on, I see you look a little bit straighter now. What else? Yeah, no, everyone's agreeing. Yeah, it's a brilliant idea. That is, Daz. You go ahead and do that, my friend. Oh, wait now. Oh dear. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Timber serves in the chat. Brian, what is the incline percentage on your lift out section? My incline percentage is 2 degrees thereabouts. There's no, sorry, no, it's 2% thereabouts. The degree is 1.1 degrees. There is an app that I use on my phone for that sort of thing. And I've been using that going around the layout and making sure that the ramp is no more than 1.1 degrees. Anything more than that, it's going to start giving it some grief. Um, in some places, it looks more severe than it actually is because the ramp below it is going in that direction, the ramp above it is going in that direction. So it makes it look to the eye, I think, probably a lot steeper than it actually is. But no, it is. It's 1.1 degrees. So if anybody else is thinking of doing an incline, if you do it that way, you shouldn't have any issues at all. Anything less than 1.1 degrees, you're going to have no problems with whatsoever. I can get my Hornby Class 47. Is it Hornby? No, it's not. Lima. I can get my Lima Class 47, the what one of them I've got. I think it's my parcels one I think I've got. I can get that to climb the incline with 10 Mark III coaches on the back. So there is absolutely no issues at all with the incline. I've choked what up with my wallet? Looks a bit steep. No, it definitely isn't steep, Andy. I can assure you of that. You can do anything you want. I'm going to have a bridge going over another bridge on my layout. Well, yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I've seen a lot of pictures because I suppose when you're doing a lot of research and trying to work out, what looks right, you do a lot of research, you do a lot of Googling, and you look at a lot of images on Google. And I've seen a lot of viaducts where you've got a viaduct on top of another one. But no, you are quite right. You can do anything you like, but I like to see if I can try and get it looking somewhere near right. I mean, I'm no rivet counter by any stretch of the imagination, but yeah, I like to get it somewhere near right. Awesome. Thank you. Great progress. Thank you. Uh, what is the incline percentage? Oh, yeah, I answered that already. Jason's asked if Mr. X is here. I don't think he is, Jason. If he is, he's probably listening in the background somewhere. Thank you, Peter. Yeah, I mean, I wanted it to be not just on a flat. I wanted it to go up and down a little bit. Um, but oh, Jake's in the house. Hello, Jake. I do like it when you put your names against your channel name. So at least if I do forget your name, that reminds me. Gary's here. Thank you very much for joining us, Gary. Yeah, I've caught up with everybody now. But yeah, I mean, I do mention this gentleman, Mr. Rex, a bit. To be fair, he's a little bit like Timber Surf. I mean, Timber Surf has introduced himself to some people. Let's move you around a little bit. But, he's like many other people who sometimes perhaps don't want to show their face. Not everybody does. There's been a few channels that I follow where people don't show their faces or give their actual name. Um, you know, you don't have to. You're not obliged to do anything like that. But sometimes, it's like, especially at Christmas time, you'll sit down, watch someone's channel, and all of a sudden they'll appear in front of you. I mean, Everard Junction did it one year. Like, oh my God, that's what you look like. You can sort of get like a mental image in your head of what somebody looks like. And when they suddenly appear on the camera, like, I wasn't expecting that. um, yeah, Timber Surf. Um, yes, Mr. X does have a channel. Um, but it's hard to explain. Mr. X reads the comments on the channel. I'm going to own up to this now. Mr. X does read the comments on his channel, and um, he tells me what to write. And yeah, it's me that's writing the comments in the chat. Um, we screwed up. I screwed up. I set the channel up for him, and as a result, I foolishly set it up in another email address that I have, and every time he has to upload anything, he has to get me to give him the Google password so he can access it, so he can upload stuff. And yeah, so we are both currently in the process of trying to sort that out. Because I'd love to have him in the chat. I mean, he's a good friend of mine anyway. I'd love to have him in the chat and talking to you all and getting to know you all, but sadly that's not the case at the moment. But I'm pretty adamant. I'm almost certain of it that he's actually watching right now. Um, and if he is, I'll probably get a notification in a minute. um, yeah, well, Jason, sadly, I'm not. I'm not as great with computers as you are, and sadly, what would take you 5 minutes to do is probably going to take me hours to do, because a lot of the problem is time and energy to try and sort it all out. But no, not everybody is a whiz kid like you, Jason. Sadly. But he has actually said to me, yeah, 30 seconds. See, yeah, I know what bloody hell I'm doing. So it's going to take me fucking hours. Anyway, so yeah, um, he has actually said to me that um, he is very humbled by the amount of people that have subscribed to his channel. Um, and he's pretty much in the same boat as me, really, where I didn't think I'd ever get to, 100 subscribers, and I did, and now I'm at over 700, and I still can't believe it. Shaky Hands Shed Model Railway. Hello, how are you? What's going on? Long story short, check out the update video that I posted about an hour ago. It's easier. His channel is Burton Central. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description for you, so that if any of you are not already subscribed to his channel, please do so, or at least go ahead and go and check it out for me. You are not obliged to. There you go. You're not obliged to subscribe to the channel, but we're all a really good community here. Um, and and yeah, if anybody can subscribe to his channel, then please go ahead and do it. Um, it is an awesome layout. It is an awesome layout. Um, and for a middle-aged man, he's doing really well. He's probably going to kick my backside for that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, Jason, it is. It is a massive layout. It's huge. It's up in his attic. I think we worked it out. I think it's 24 foot by 12, 12 foot, I think maybe, probably a little bit wider. But yeah, it is. It is a massive, massive layout. Um, and he's done pretty much the same, really. He hasn't done it all just on one plane. He's just finished doing the top section, which he's going to be using as his heritage railway that he's built on there. And Richard at Trains in the Attics just uploaded his layout update. I'll have to watch that in a minute. Um, Mystic Railroad, thank you very much for subscribing to his channel. I do appreciate it. Um, but yeah, it is an awesome layout. So basically, what it is he's got his main station, which is Burton Central, and then it goes up two inclines at both ends of the layout up to his top section. And at the back of his top section, he's got his heritage railway, which he's currently building as well as. And then part of Burton Central also goes round like in a C shape, comes back around a loop and then comes back on itself. Oh dear, excuse me. Um, yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with you there, Andy. Well, to a degree, it's not boring. If you want your layout to be on a completely total flat level plane, that's absolutely fine. It's rule number one. You do what you want to do with your layout. If you want to put like hills and stuff around your track, that's fine. But Andy's absolutely right. If everything's all on a level plane, it's so much easier to clean. Whereas mine isn't. I mean, at some point or another, I need to find myself a half decent track cleaner to go around and clean the track. I have got a Gauge Master automatic track cleaner, and to be fair, I do honestly think it's a gimmick. I don't think it works because I get so much dirt on my track still, even with that plugged in. Um, I don't know. I don't know because Gauge Master are such a good brand. It might be working. I might not be giving it enough time to work, um, but we'll see how things go. And as I start using the layout more, we might start getting you know we start might to see some results. But until then, um, but yeah, we'll just have to see. Let's have a look. What's that there? Uh, right. Okay. Right. Okay. Brilliant. Okay. Right. That's now shrunk. Why is that shrunk? I'm messing again. I'm messing. Go for it, shaky. Yeah. But that's that. Right, Peter, what have you just said? Just bought a Dapol one. Got to test it out yet. Gauge Master one works. Yeah, if it's the one that I'm thinking of, Pete, is that the one that Gauge Master also do, just in a different color? Yeah. Size of lay what's he said there? Size of layout room dictates what you can do. I'm only 9 by 7, so difficult for elevated levels. Yeah, yeah, that's absolutely true. I mean, this layout, you know what? I've actually forgotten how big my layout is. I know it's 7.5 foot wide, but I don't know how long. Can't remember if it was 14 or 16. Hang on, I will measure it. Let's find out exactly how big my layout is. Because I absolutely completely and totally forgotten. Right, let's have a look. 6 foot already. 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 14 and a half. There we go. Now noises. 14 and a half. That's how long it is. So with my inclines being at 1.1 degrees, which is roughly about 2%, and it's just slightly under 2%, I think it is. Um, I mean, I've just to get to because trying to work it out now. I'll show you. Look. So you've got the bottom level here, and then you've got the next level above here. To get to that level, the track has had to go around the perimeter of the room at least once to get to that height. So when you've got a layout that small, it is impossible to do. So but I mean, there are so many people out there that have got really small layouts, and they're doing a really good job of them. Jay Loco, for once, she's got a very small little layout, which I don't think is any bigger than a single bed. And what she's done to that is incredible. Um, Double O Bill, up until recently, his layout was really, really small as well. And now he's now building a much bigger and better one. Um, oh, Eric's going. Okay, bye, Eric. Take care. Um, yes, thank you. Yeah, it is a reasonably big layout. I'm very lucky to have this space. Um, but if you're like Mr. X, and you're lucky enough to have your layout up in the attic that big, then the world's your oyster, really. But even he's been having issues with his inclines. Um, I did tell him, I did tell him how to do it, but he went ahead anyway and he did it. And on his first go round, took the train up. He got halfway up and it stuck. It wouldn't go up anymore. He was so devastated. He really was. And yeah, that's what I've got, Andy. And I mean, I explained it to him again and told him like this is how you're supposed to do it. He went, "Oh, right, okay." So he's gone away again and he's had another go at it. And now he gets his DVT to fly up there as if it's nothing now. It's brilliant. Um, he's done a really, really fantastic job of it. Right, what's everybody saying in the chat? Trying to keep up with everybody. Uh, are you having a celebration, Brian? No, I'm not, Jason. I mean, you're welcome to eat whatever's in there. You know, I don't think that would taste very nice. Although I do not condone anybody eating glue. Um, yeah. I do have a Dapple track cleaner, Peter. Problem being is I need to buy the service kit for it, and that's the one that's got everything in it. It's got the plug for the cleaner. What else has it got? Oh, I'm getting people popping up now. Yeah, people are posting stuff into the Facebook group page, and it all needs approving. So bear with me. I'll sort it out after the stream. Okay. Um, no, you are right. Yeah, a bit of yeah, it does keep your feelings in, absolutely. I'll trust you to say that, Andy, for God's sake. uh, oh no, I haven't eaten them all without sharing. I shared them with me, myself, and I. Um, anyway, while we're on the subject of track cleaners, come with me a minute again. Right, I'll show you. So this is it here. This is the high frequency track cleaner I've got here. That's a double track one. I am looking to see if I can try and get another one, but trying to get one for the same price as what I paid for this one is very far and few between. The lights do flash on it, so I know it works because they do flash differently depending on what locomotive is on the track. And I have got to admit, though, some of the poor running trains that I do have, once they've been around the track a couple of times, they do actually start to perform an awful lot better. Um, but so I think it's working. Um, Everything that you read on the internet at Gauge Master about them, the read up on them is really, really good. I mean, I only paid £5 for that. So, but yeah, trying to find another one at that price is going to be very, very difficult. But to buy them brand new, I think Gauge Master selling it's like £55 or more. I think it is. But anyway, la, 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 la. Copy decks. Andy can't beat it. I think I've got a bit of copy decks around here somewhere. Anyway, what else was I looking for? I'm looking for track cleaner. Where have I put it? There it is. Right over there on the top of the shelf there. Reach over, Greg. Oh, crumbs don't be all for as well. Oh, now this I need to do a bit of playing around with. So here it is. This is my current track cleaner that I do have, and it currently isn't working very well. Basically, what it is when I bought this, it came with literally just one wheel, one excuse me, it's just one wheel axle. That's all that was on it, and everything else was missing. It's got the track cleaner there, the sandpaper attachment bit there, but I don't have the buffer attachment and I don't have the vacuum attachment, which is why I want to buy the service kit. Because even the plunger that goes in the top there, the cap that goes in the top there where you put all your track cleaner in, that's also missing too. But this one, I've had to modify this one so it does work on DC. And I've got a simple on-off button here. So you can see it's going. I've got a simple on-off button here. So that will work on my DC layout. The only downside to it, of course, is with DCC, which these are designed for, you've got control over the speed, whereas with DC, you really don't have control that much, really. You do and you don't. If I put this solely on the track on its own and pushed it around, then I probably would have a little bit more control of it. Um, but I mean, I only paid £12 for it, so I weren't expecting much. And with a bit of paint that I had and some transfers I had lying around, I'd done that to it. So you can just about see the Dapple brand in the paint, but I just painted over the top of it. Oh, John's going as well now. You take care, John. Thanks for coming in. Let's have a look. Got a headache. Oh, with the Wi-Fi. Most excellent stream, Brian. Take care of yourself. Yeah, no problem, mate. Yeah, no problem. You take care, and happy hunting while you're looking on the floor in your walks. Someone's trying to get Andy to act normally. Yeah, that would be a challenge, wouldn't it? Yeah, Peter, it is the Dapple one. I've just repainted it in BR blue and stuck some large logo stickers on it, just to make it look a little bit more part of the layout, really. Because I'm sort of trying. I am fundamentally it's an 80s layout, but it's stretching a little bit into the 90s. And it would make the rivet counters jump up and down, because occasionally when it is running, I will have Tornado on here as well. And most simply just because the fact that I actually like the locomotive. Um, so yeah, so it's an 80s layout with occasional Tornado. Oh dear, that'll make a rivet counter shout, won't it? You can't have that on your hands. Yes, I bloody can. Oh, stick that back up there out the way. There we go. Because if I don't put things away, then it all just gets left out. And slowly but surely, everything is all now starting to find a home. Oh dear. Right. I've gone to rule one. Set up some. Yeah, that's it. But so yeah, so track cleaning really. Apart from the fact that I use my track rubber, and I might go around with a bit of kitchen towel, with a bit of isopropyl over the top of it to go around cleaning the track every now and again. That's pretty much all I do, really. Where's my track rubber? I've got a Pico track rubber here that I use an awful lot. And I've got my isopropyl here for when I need to use it. That does say 70%. It's actually 99% alcohol that's in there. It just happens to be the bottle that I had at the time. It's much easier to use than the one that I had that in. Tomorrow's the Royal Train and Longmoor Military Railway. The only one that I've got is Prince Harry, and that is currently wheelless. I need to buy some spare parts for it. Need a new front bogie for it, it's a Lima one. It's a Lima Class 47, but it needs a new front bogie. So I'm going to be on the hunt for one of those soon. Oh, we're nearly done an hour and a half already. We're doing well. We're doing well. It's at this point I would probably do the news or something like that, but I'm not prepared today, so I ain't going to bother doing that. So has anybody got any questions for me with what I've been up to just lately? Oh, Timber Surf. Well, if that's the case, mate, you go ahead. Go ahead, tell everybody what you're up to. So you're launching new 3D printed products next Friday. That's good. S&D, GR Blue coaches are out. Okay, I'm not very familiar with those. Massive range of market products. Okay. There we go. There we go. Timber Surf, if you want to add some links to the chat, then go for it. In fact, actually, I'm going to do that and click off that a minute. Go to that one there. Do that the same. There we go. I've added some spanners into the chat now. Want to see some trains running behind you, Brian? Do you know what, Peter? I'd love to see trains running. Where are we? Over here. I'd love to see trains running across there myself. But that section of the layout is currently not working. It will be soon. It will be soon. Once I finish laying the track down up here, I can then start putting power to it properly and get everything all working properly there as well. It is all double O and O gauge stuff. Okay. Oh, finally a spanner, lol. I tell you what, let's go mad, shall we? Yeah, Daz, you're in the chat a lot as well, so yeah, I'll add you as well. There you go. You can all be moderators. But yeah, everybody who is comes on the stream an awful lot. Yeah, I'll add you all as spanners if you wish. If you don't wish to, then just say so. But if you want to, I'll add you as it's fine. I'm a truck mechanic. I can't get a spanner all. Now you probably lose your 10 mils down there a lot, don't you? Ooh, thank you. You're very welcome. We all get excited when we get spanners, don't we? Oh dear. But no, it's all good. It's all good. But no, I don't think there's really anything else to really mention on the layout at the moment. But fundamentally, what's happening now is I'm going to be putting the track down, get that finished. And then once I've checked everything and everything's all working properly as it should, then I'll start thinking about doing the scenery. And I am so close, so close. I'm trying to hold myself back a bit. I've said before, I just don't want to rush it because that's one of the mistakes I made in my old layout. Is I rushed it and I wanted to get the scenery down, and I was building scenery while I was still putting the track down. And yeah, if any of you want to share your channels, then go for it. Share away, share your friends' channels as well if you wish. But Slow and steady, better than fast and messy. Yeah, Mike, you're absolutely correct, my friend. Absolutely correct. Um, but um, but yeah, it is mad. It really is because you get lost in it. You get lost in it so quickly. Slow and steady wins the race. Terry Wogan said that, didn't he? uh, um, I'm now a moderator. You'll need to subscribe to my channel, otherwise you're all banned. I want to retire. Well, Andy's already retired. How is retirement going, Andy? Are you enjoying it? Daz, you know what? I think I am subscribed to your channel already. Yes, I am. I've just checked. Yes, I am. But yeah, everybody that's here in the chat now, I'm 99% sure that I'm subscribed to your channels. But somebody will probably say, no, you're not. Yeah, Mike, I'm subscribed to your channel. Peter, I'm obviously subscribed to your channel. But yeah, it wasn't Usain Bolt. Um, Never throw anything away, can always be useful. That's absolutely true. I mean, I've got, although I basically, hands up who is not subscribed to my channel. My hands are down. um, but yeah, if you all would like to, I know a lot of you already are. I know Timber Surf is, I know Peter is, Dino, I know you are as well. But if anybody, I'm going to do a bit of shameless plugging now, but if anybody wants to come and join me over on my Facebook group, they are more than willing to. You are more than welcome to if you wish. Um, but on there is pretty much like every other Facebook group, to be kind of honest with you. A lot of people ask questions. I do a weekly competition for the header picture. Um, um, I'm on Timber Vision. Yeah, but but yeah, I'm subscribed to Loomsdonia as well. So, but uh, but yeah, yeah, Facebook. Um, oh, Mark's asked to join the group. Excellent, brilliant. Um, I will go and sort it all out as soon as I come off the stream, because a few people have posted things on in the chat. But basically, all it is really is just a group of people um, who, just like me, are nuts and trains. You can, um, you can stick your channel updates on there. Um, you can. I don't do Facebook. Far too many people. Far too dangerous. Lol. Yeah, well, it's a closed group. Um, but yeah, it's not a public group, but there are a lot of people on there who are just like me, novices and learning as they're going along. And I've always said to everybody, it doesn't matter how stupid you feel that question is, ask it. No one will take the mickey. If they do, then I'll bloody remove them. But generally speaking, it is a pretty good place to go to. It's a good source of information. Timber Surf's always putting his uh, his updates on there as well. Um, but but yeah, it's a great place to go to, and also occasionally I will put um, I will put stuff in the group that won't go on Facebook, sorry, on YouTube, or people will find out on the group first before they do find out on YouTube. So if you want to have uh, a quick way of finding out what's happening on the layout before it goes out on YouTube, then subscribe to the channel. And yeah, what I was saying, Facebook, Brian. Anyway, I can send you pics. Stuart sends some great ones. Facebook is dangerous though. That's why I'm Derek on it. Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, I understand that, Peter. I really do. Um, if I go on Facebook, I'll be divorced in about half an hour. I couldn't deal with rejection, though. Oh dear. I'm gonna start calling you George McFly then, Andy. um, but you know, I know Facebook isn't for everybody, and to be kind of honest with you, if it wasn't for this channel, I wouldn't be on Facebook either. Um, but the groups that I'm in are a great source of information. I mean, I'm a member of the MRYCG, and have been pretty much since its conception. Um, and again, that is another good group to go and have a look at. Um, the MRYCG is very heavily moderated, and there's never any trouble on there. Uh, and on the very rare occasion, if there is ever any trouble, it's sorted straight away, which gives people an awful lot of peace of mind. But I mean, my group channel, I mean that is reasonably heavily moderated as well. It's not just myself on there. I mean, I'm the group creator, but Fly Mode Chairman is a moderator on there, and so is Craig at New Durham Junction. Um, so we're all a good bunch of friends on there. And yeah, it's great. What you said there, just had my credit card scammed. So super sensitive to those rotten scammers. Yeah, to be honest with you, it's a good job it's your credit card and it's not your debit card. I mean, I never use my debit card online. Um, I always use a credit card online, simply for that reason. Because if I do get scammed, it's not my money; it's the bank's, and I let the bank deal with it. And I wouldn't want I wouldn't want to have bank chasing after me for money. So yeah, uh, gotta go. So support. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, Daz, you take care of yourself. Andy's going to be right back. Yeah, Daz, you take care, my friend. Thanks for coming in. And again, if you're having any issues and you want to talk, we're here. We'll listen to you, mate. Aha! H&X Express is in the house. Now, I know your name, but I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it. Is it Hey? Is it? If it isn't, I do apologise. But if you could tell us, thickos, how to pronounce your name, great. uh, Hi, got you. Right, okay. I do apologize about that. I am really sorry. It's if it's the fact that I don't know your name, it's then how do you pronounce it? Um, it's like wolf off earlier. Dear, funny. But I will add you as a moderator as well, because we're all good friends here. Hi. Right. Okay. Right. Now I know how to pronounce your name and I won't feel so stupid next time. Oh, what's that you just posted, Timber? Got her on. All right. And Timber, you run on, mate. Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I'm English through and through and I still can't speak it properly. What do you expect when we have so many different words that have two different meanings or more? Oh, it's Leicester's channel, is it? Right. Okay. No, I don't, Peter. Never have done, and hopefully, touch wood, never will do. Um, I have a zero tolerance when it comes to things like that. So, um, if I get any hint of anybody being uh, anything like that, and they're gone. No questions asked. They're gone. Um, have I had to remove anyone off the group? No, never. Um, and I sincerely hope I never do. I can be very picky with the people who I do allow into the group. Generally speaking, everybody that's in the group are people who I actually do know. Um, so there are a set amount of questions on there, um, which you do have to answer. Otherwise, the Facebook bot will remove you anyway if you don't. It's just how I've had it set up. So so yeah, all I ask you really is if you do join the Facebook group, answer the questions that have been asked. They're dead simple questions, and then that's it. Really done. What we do here. So Brian, questions. Are you doing the live stream? Yes, I am doing a live stream currently right now. Yes. Um, if that's what you mean, at least anyway. Hi. Oh, every Saturday. No. Um, no, no. If I do a live stream once a month, um, that would be I'd be surprised at that, to be fair. This is the first live stream I've done this year. I mean, I too have been having issues myself. Uh, I mean, everything's all right now, but yeah, things weren't great at the beginning of the year. But what I tend to do really is I tend to do live streams as and when I can. I haven't got set dates in which I do, but generally speaking, if I do a live, it will be on a Saturday afternoon. Um, but uh, but yeah, it's not regular. No, it's not regular. It's not regular at all. It's as and when I can. I tend to usually do live streams when I've got something to show to everybody. The progression and the layout. Um, what I would like to do is later on in the year actually get things running. But I'm sure you can appreciate that I am in a small bedroom, and the noise level in here can get quite intense when you've got only two trains running. So trying to do a live stream while you've got trains running around in the background I think would be rather difficult for me right now. And you probably wouldn't even be able to hear me speaking when I can speak. um, yes, I do, Peter. I really do genuinely hope it does stay that way. Um, I mean, there is a lot of people in the Facebook group who are regulars on Facebook, on YouTube. Sorry. Um, oh, right. Okay, then. Hi. Yeah, no problem, mate. Stuart, hello, my friend. How are you? Hey, Flymo's in. Hello, Flymo. How are you? There we go. I'm adding all my regulars as moderators now. But if you wish not to be a moderator, then just let me know and I'll take it back off again for you. All right. Um, but like with a lot of other people, I don't mind you sharing your streams. You can share your channel, share your friends' channels. Yeah, spread the love. So yeah, so for all the people who have recently just popped into the chat, just letting you all know, if you didn't know already, um, I've posted uh, the update video onto YouTube probably about a couple of hours ago now. Because last year I did a lot of update videos, well, a lot of live update videos, and a lot of people like myself don't like watching live streams after the effect. Um, so that's what I've done. So I've posted a layout update, which everybody can come and watch if they wish. And then in the live stream, I've gone round again and told everybody what's going on. And then, yeah, and that's pretty much it then. What's Jason just sent me? Uh, 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 the same one. Oh no, it's not the same one. Oh, right, okay. Jason has just sent me some information to a model railway exhibition sponsored by the lifeboats, the was it RNLI? It is on Saturday the 13th of May this year. It starts at 10:30 a.m. and finishes at 5. Da, da, da. Adults is £3, children are £1. There are light refreshments. All proceeds go to the RNLI and school. Well, that's pretty good. It is at the Alsgar Bank Primary Academy in Staffordshire. Right. Well, what I'll do is I will post a link to that. Yeah, I will. I'll post a link to that and I'll post it in the Facebook group page for everybody to have a look at. So yeah, Jason, thank you very much for sharing that with me. When is it again? Oh, it's 13th of May. So that's next weekend then. If I'm right, Jason, is that next weekend? Where are we? The 6th today. Yeah. So next weekend in Staffordshire there is a model railway show. I'll take a look in a bit, Brian. Yeah, Gary, that's no problem, mate. After the stream, my friend, I will go over to the Facebook page, add people who have requested, and everything else. I'll get it all done straight off. Don't think so. Was RGJ just on? No, I don't think they were. If I remember rightly, I think they were thinking about doing a stream this afternoon if they could with John. Um, yeah, Rob and Grace of I think did they go to a wedding today or something? Can't remember. Um, but they're out and about today, and I think they're with John this afternoon. I think there was on about doing a stream if they could get a good internet connection or something or another. If my memory serves me correctly, anyway, from their live stream the other night. Um, but again, if you haven't subscribed to RGJ Trains, then go and subscribe to them because the two of them are doing really well at their layout at the moment. Tomorrow I'm filming the second part of the second layout, which I build in my caravan. Oh, okay, hi. I'll have a look at that. Yeah, definitely. I'll have a look at that, my friend. Just make sure I am subscribed to your channel. I am. Get in. I'm doing well. Uh, After some help, I have a Hornby B17, needs a new motor, came back from Hornby. They couldn't get hold of a new motor. Needs a new motor. Any advice? Not sure what motor it is. Is it a new one, Stuart? How old is it? Do you know? They were going away for the weekend, and that's why they were on Wednesday night. Yeah, I think that's what the case was, Flymo. I think you're right there, my friend. Let me have a look. Stuart, does the motor look anything like that? I've got two different ones of these. I've got one with the red worm gear on the end, and I've got one that's black. Yes, DCC ready, 2 years old. Okay. And it's R3588 the part number for the motor, is it? No, silver can. I don't think I've got any silver can spare motors here. Um, Hang on, I'm going to have a look now for you, my friend. That's a can motor, but definitely not that one. No, I've got XO4 motors. I've got another one there. Uh, that's a can motor, but it's way too big. I've got an XO3. I've got replacement Ringfield motor for a Lima. What else have I got? Oh, as I looked at my spares. What's in here? Got wheels in there. No, I think I'm not gonna be able to help you there, my friend. Oh, hang on. There's a pen. I'll write it down on this. Nice one. Spare motor is a different colour. Do with the speed of the worm gear. Yeah, I think yeah, that is the case. That is Flying Mo. Uh, Mark Donegal mention a website. Oh yeah, we did mention a website. I don't have the link for that. Um, Unless of course he's posted his live comments on his live stream. If you wanted to go back through it. Um, Unless Flymo, can you help? Do you know what those links were to the websites that he posted the other night? Lendons need a part number. I'm with you. Right, okay. So the R part number you sent then, Stuart, is that for the actual locomotive itself? Could you post those links back in again, please, Flymo, if you've got them? So you can always rely on Flymo, can't you? He's such a good chap, he really is. Adam, you're bloody awesome, you are, mate. Um, yeah, okay. Well, while I'm leaving you lot to sort that out, uh, what else am I going to do here? Uh, yeah, I've pretty much covered everything now. Oh, I'll tell you one thing I was really, really gutted about was uh Craig at New Durham Junction had a Flying Scotsman off me. And for some unknown reason, it wouldn't work on DCC properly. He was having loads and loads of issues with it. And he sent it me back, and I've put it back on my own DC layout, and it runs absolutely sweet as a nut. I have no idea what was wrong with it. So, yeah. So sadly, I've ended up having to have it back, and it's here. So it's sitting on the site track sides there at the moment. Um, and I'm debating its fate. New railway modelers. Yeah, that does sound about right, I think. And yeah, something along those lines. I think it possibly could have been. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. Fair enough. So yeah. So as you all know, I had um recently I had Tornado and I had Flying Scotsman that I bought in a job lot. And yeah, that's the one, Flymo. Well done, mate. Well done. Um, and yeah, so basically what it is um, I don't know what to do with it now. I did sell it to Crumbs. I did sell it to Craig, and as it was not running very well, I just told him, I said, look, just send it back. It's absolutely fine. Just send it back, and we'll call it quits with that, which is fine. Um, yeah, okay, Stuart. Yeah, if you can find the part number for it, then maybe perhaps we can try and source the motor for you. 6284. No, I don't know that one. 6284. B17. I know the one locomotive I've got is a B something. But as Stuart had already said, it's not that one. So this is what it is used as a replacement to XO4 motor, which is this one. Um, and that's out of an LNER one, that is. But no, I know the one Stuart's on about, the CAN motors. I might guess a second-hand tender in Engage. In Engage, I don't, Mike. No, I don't. Have you tried Dave Angel Trains? I know he deals in a lot of Engage stuff. It might be worth paying him a visit, or paying his web page a visit, see if he may have something. Either that or try Elaine's Trains. I know they sell a lot of spare parts. Snapshot. Yeah, right, okay. Peter Jackson, hello, my friend. How are you? Is this stream a new feature? No, it's just the first one I've done this year. Um, I put a poll in the chat last month asking everybody would they prefer a layout update or a live, and the mass majority of people said live. I thought, right, okay, then I'll do a live. Um, but I'll see how things go. If I can, I'll try and do it perhaps maybe once a month on a Saturday. But don't hold me to that. Um, but we'll see how things go. Yeah, Peter Spares is another good one. Um, the the only thing I don't like about Peter Spares is the cost of the shipping, um, which is a downside. But but yeah, yeah. I mean, what they charge for shipping isn't actually not. It's not all that bad. But if you're only buying one item, which is probably only going to cost like £3 or £4, and then you've got to spend £5 or more on the shipping, then it starts to become rather expensive. So the only thing I recommend you do really is if you do buy anything from Peter Spares, buy a multiple of things to make the shipping worthwhile. Yeah, it is amazing what we can all do. But at the end of the day, if I can help anybody out, I will. You know, I mean, I do have quite a large collection of spare parts here for my own personal use. But occasionally I'll get multiples of something, and if I can afford to give it to somebody, I will. Yeah. Uh, you need to do it when you feel you are ready to go live. Uh, I am trying to do it every Monday. Yeah, hi. If yeah, see, Mondays can be quite difficult for me sometimes, depending on work. That's a big one. If Andy's number is right, I will ring them. Peter Spares is quite local to me, Brian. Well, that's even better. Yeah, that's perfect. That is, Stuart. Yeah, if you can actually get to the shop itself, that's a win-win. That is. Because, like I said, the cost of the stuff that they sell there is not unreasonable. It's actually quite a good price, but like I say, when you buy something like £3 or £4, you can't justify the shipping. Yeah, Dino, I bought stuff from Peter Spares before now. Uh, I bought a load of stuff off him in the past. Let's have a look. Well, um, what's this here? Oh, carbon brushes. I bought carbon brushes off him. I bought traction tires off him. Um, oh yeah, I've got some here. Lima replacement traction tires from Peter Spares. So yeah, I bought all sorts of things. I've got all sorts of stuff in this box here. Uh, I bought some XO4. Oh dear, excuse me. I bought XO4 motor brushes from Elaine's Trains. Um, what else have I had off Elaine's Trains? I've had small traction tires off Elaine's Trains. Well, I've got traction tires from dieseltrains.co.uk. That's another good company. That's the same company that I got the motor kit from. So yeah, the, if you want one of these like CD motor conversions for your Lima locomotives, um, diesel trains are very good for that. I think a diesel trains, actually thinking about it, I bought 10 large and 10 small traction tyres. It cost £3 for the 20. So I bought those as well when I bought two motors off them. I will buy more motors off them at some point or another in the future. Anyways, right, where are we all? Right, just check back up the chart. I can join the Brian short one. Yeah. Okay. Uh, Hang on a minute, Stuart. I need to try and remember how to do that. Let's click on that. Copy. Right, okay. Now if I go to that. There was a way of me being able to write something in the chat on StreamYard, and I can't remember how you do it. Click on that one. What's that give me? Oh, here we are. Post a comment. Yeah. Paste. Let's try that. There you go, Stuart. Done it. Aha, Trevor, how are you? I will add you as a moderator, as well as Clive. We're back again. Just popped out to do some electricals. Sounds shocking. For you, Andy, this is my. That is my. Right, okay. Only if he touches live and neutral at the same time, he'd be bloody smoking. And people saying hello to one another again. Right. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right, Stuart, are you going to show everybody what it is that you're trying to find? Red to brown, yellow to green, and blue to bits. Oh, funny. Yeah. Right. Anyway, people. I don't know what Stuart's doing. I think he said he was going to join for some reason. I don't know why. So do with his motor, I think it was. Right. Okay. Um, I mean, I've been on there for 2 hours. I really could do with calling it a night now, to be fair. I don't know what's happening with Stuart. Anyway, right, yeah. Um, I know a few of you were a bit late into the stream, which is fine. So just a quick recap. I have posted an update video today of what's been going on around the layout. So if you all want to go and jump over onto that to catch up with what's been going on, saves me having to say it 3 times. um, Also, if you want to join the Facebook group, you are more than welcome to. More the merrier. Um, Even to all those who have just joined. Yeah, and also Jason has organised this exhibition for next year. It's Model Rail Crew, and if you want to attend that next year, it's £7 per person. And it's at the Coppenhall Club um, in Crewe. So there it is. Just get all of that in. If anyone wants to do a screenshot of that, they can. I'll get my mug out the way. So anybody wants to join that next year, then brilliant. I will be attending that one, so you can all come and join in. Flymo, you are awesome, brilliant. Any Lima brushes? To be honest with you, Andy, I use Hornby ones, which do fit, um, and I have had no issues whatsoever with them. The brush itself is slightly different on the Hornby ones as it is to the Lima. But I think they've got like a little nipple on them that the spring sits on. Oh, I've got a guest. um, but the Hornby ones fit just as well. Let's have a look. Who we got? Stuart. Right. Let's add you, Stuart. Add to the stream. There we go. Job done. There we go. I think you're there, unless of course I pushed the wrong button. Oh, Chris is in the chat as well now. Hang on a minute. Right, so we click on that. Hang on, try again. Right, there. Click on Stuart. Add to the stream. Right. You should be in now, Stuart.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Yeah, brilliant. Hello, Brian.
There we go.
Hello.
Right, Brian, don't push anything else.
Go on.
I'm just afraid of pushing any buttons in case I get rid of you again.
No, it's fine. I'm looking how to turn the camera so you can see what I'm looking at. I'm not sure.
There's usually where you've got the button. No, not that one. Where you've got the button at the bottom of your screen in the middle, there's normally one to the one side of it, which can flip the camera, I think it is.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. There's one at the top and one with.
It's not that one. I'm so glad I'm not the only one that's technophobe. Hang on, Stuart's trying again. Right, click on that, add to the stream, push that button. I'm getting better at this.
No. Right. Yeah, I can't. I'm not sure. I can't find it. I've got leave. Right, more. No.
Are you? No, he's done it again. Stuart, come back. He's like the Scarlet Pimpernel. Come on, Stuart. Try once more. Here we go. Right. So I push that button. I push that button. I push that button, and then I do that. Right.
Very quick.
Can you just? Are you on your phone?
Yes.
Just turn the phone round.
Yeah. Right. I will now. So, right. This is the train.
Go on.
I can't. So you tell me whether you can see it or not.
I can see it.
So that's the motor.
Oh, I'm with you.
What's happening is it gets power. It's just
Yeah.
come back from Hornby. They've had it for 8 months, and they were waiting on an order from China for a new motor, but they couldn't get one. So they sent it back to me. Said we can't get one. We can't fulfill the order.
Yeah, I'm having. I don't know. I don't know whether Hornby. I don't know what they're playing at because the tornado I've got. He's pushed the wrong button again.
No, they.
The tornado that I know, mate. Honestly,
Oh,
I'm hopeless at these things myself. I'm still
oh,
learning myself. Hang on a minute, mate. Let me exit
I'm trying to
that.
look.
There we go. Right.
I've got
So
at the bottom. I've got Mike, Cam, chat, more, and leave. That's all I've got on mine.
yeah, my tornado has a missing motor. When I bought it, I was told it was a non-runner. I took
Okay.
it all apart and I thought, well, this is why it's not running. It doesn't have a motor. Um, and Peter Spares no longer hold them in stock. They've said that Hornby have stopped making them, so they can't sell them anymore. Um, Stuart's gone and he's pushed the wrong button. um, and so yeah, so I'm stuck. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place here because I've got way too many Flying Scotsmans. I've got a couple of. I think I've got three. Three. I've got three. I've got three Flying Scotsmans. Hang on, push that button.
Sorry, Brian. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm messy. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's fine, mate. So basically, what it is the flying. This one Flying Scotsman that I've got here now has exactly the same motor as the one that I need for my Tornado.
Okay.
But Peter Spares have said that they no longer holding it in stock because Hornby have stopped selling them, which I thought great.
Okay.
Um, and it is one specific one as well. I can't just try and retrofit another motor into it. It has to be that one particular one. Because it's got like a plastic carrier piece that's on the back between the flywheel and the motor, which
I
screws
know what
down.
the little piece. That's it.
And
Yeah,
that
I know that.
yeah, it's got two screws that screws into the chassis.
Yeah.
Well, I need the whole assembly. I can buy a new motor, but I don't have the worm gear, I don't have the flywheel, and I don't have the carrier for it. So it's just no use to me other than that. So because I've
Well,
got so many Flying Scotsmans, I've got three early 80s ones. I've got an early 2000s one that's got a 5 pole can motor in it. And then I've got this one here as well, which is a later one. I think it's a 2008, 2009 one. I think this is.
yeah.
Um, and the other one I've got is an early 2000s one. So in all, I've got now 5 Flying Scotsmans. And I really want to get this tornado working. So I've got two options here. I either bide my time and wait to see if I can try and find one at a show somewhere,
Yeah.
or I harvest the motor out of this Flying Scotsman and sell the spare parts.
Yeah. 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 The choice. Yeah. They do. I
Which is a
mean, you
shame,
think
really.
shows is the problem. Where I live in South Wales, the shows are rubbish. It is. It's not very good. There are no shows to go and see any bits or anything. I mean, this
Yeah,
train. I got this train from up by you, Shropshire,
got
not Shrewsbury. Was it Shrewsbury? Oh, I don't know.
was it Slopian?
Yes. Uh,
Um, yeah, yeah. Who owns that?
so I
Toby.
don't know if you can. Yep.
That's it. Toby at Slopian. That's him. Yeah,
So I bought this a couple of years ago, brand new.
yeah, yeah,
Obviously, I don't know how old it was, but it was brand new.
yeah.
And I put it on the track. I put it on the test track, and all I was getting, the motor tries to turn, it just it just sticks. So I've tried everything. I've tried tapping it. I've taken the motor out. I've resoldered it. All this before I sent it to Hornby. They said, yeah, it needs a new motor, but they didn't have any motors. So I needed a motor part number. Andy, I've just taken a snapshot of what Andy sent me, a part number model for the motor. Hopefully, I can't see the chat, guys, if anyone's chatting. So if there's anything
I'll
pertaining
keep
to
an eye on the
information,
chat, Stuart. If I see
yeah.
anything, I'll let you know.
So
Uh,
basically, this is, if I turn this around, you'll have to tell me, Brian, just shout if you can see. That's the motor. I
yeah,
mean, the
go
train
down a
is,
little bit. Yeah, yeah,
so it is, I mean, it is like brand new.
yeah.
Here's the, I probably to other people, that's the box. You know, it's
Rob,
the railroad version.
Rob, or Grace, or both are both shouting, waving madly at everybody. Hello, both. Welcome to the stream. I was actually going to end it, but we've had to extend it a little bit. Oh,
Cool.
Ben's in the chat as well now. Eagle Creek. Hello, Ben. How are you? I'm going to add
I
you
bet.
as a moderator too.
Hi, Robin, great.
um, yeah. Oh, mate. Honestly, if I'd got a spare one, I'd give it to you. But I mean, this is my Flying Scotsman. It's such a beautiful model. That's my Flying Scotsman.
Oh, they are lovely. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've got a Scotland somewhere. Yeah.
it's DCC ready.
Yep.
It's a beautiful model. Um, but but I want Tornado running.
Yeah.
and and currently this seems to be the only way of doing it is by ending up using this as a parts locomotive. And I think that's something that I think people have got to start doing, I think, is buy a
Mm.
pristine locomotive with absolutely nothing wrong with it and then start harvesting it for spare parts,
Exactly. Exactly.
which is
Yeah.
what Peter Spares do. Peter Spares
Yeah.
do the same thing. They'll buy a locomotive, strip it for spare parts, and sell it. And they
Exactly.
make an absolute killing out of them, they do.
Well,
Um,
I will contact Peter Spez. I will Lendon's. Like, I live 9 miles outside of Cardiff, where Lendon's is. So it's basically, I will contact Lendon's. But uh, as good as a shop they are, he's not the most friendly and helpful. You go in there, and he'll say to you, you go in there with information. You say, well, what's the part number? It's always, you get this straight away. I discussed this with Barry Davis a couple of years ago, and he said, yeah, I see what you mean. And he deals a lot with them. And he said that he can be a bit touchy when you ask him stuff, unless you've got details. And like I say, Andy sent me a model number and then a motor number. Hopefully that might be the one. And it might be able to get older one. But Peter Spares, when I tried before, I don't think Peter Spares had one at the time,
mm,
which was
mm,
like 8-9 months ago. But like you said, it might be a case that I don't want to, but I might have to buy another one to fix this one, and then
yeah,
possibly,
yeah.
and then sell off the other bits. I don't know. I don't know.
Try. There is another company to try. Um, if anybody or if anyone's living up north, they will probably know of it. But it's called the Loco Shed in Manchester. The
Yeah. No.
proprietor of the proprietor of that company's name is Jim.
Hold on. I'm
And
writing a pen here. I'm writing them all down. Local
yeah,
shed.
he's a pretty good guy, he is, and he'll do almost anything to help you. And if you're in
Yeah.
the area, he'll put the kettle on for you as well. Honestly, honestly, he's such a nice fella. He really is, and he just makes you want to buy something off him. And as soon as you walk in through the into the shop, I mean, his shop is a TARDIS. It's an amazing shop. And if you get the chance to go up there and have a look, it's well worth a visit.
Oh,
And just when you think you've seen it all, you'll find it under the little nook somewhere where it's got loads more stuff.
yeah,
Um,
fantastic. Yeah.
but
It's a new motor, Brian. That's my problem. It's because it's quite new.
Yeah,
because it's quite, I say, because it's quite new. I mean, it's Hornby said, "Oh, we sent off to China." I mean, they can't get hold of them. It's like it's really annoying. You spend out, okay, it wasn't a fortune in money, yeah, but you're still
mm,
paying out quite a lot of money, and then you got no chance of like fixing them or anything. And that's why I said, no, if it was a lemur or something like that, you can get the part, straight away. Or but these like Hornby are making all these, trying to get parts, making all these
yeah,
models, and it's impossible. And it's
yeah.
quite
That's very
quite
true. Oh, and they
frustrating
don't
for us.
seem to be in the chat.
You're
Hello,
saying about
Alan.
Flying Scotsman. You're saying about Flying Scotsman. I had a
Yeah.
problem with my Flying Scotsman. Something to do with the wiring underneath the, obviously DCC ready, so the wiring underneath. So I sent it to Hornby. Fair dues to them. They put a whole new. They didn't mess about with it. A couple of
Mm,
weeks later, they sent me the local back with a whole new chassis on it, complete. I
yeah.
did a video at the beginning a few years ago. Took my body off, put my body on a complete new chassis and everything, and put the chip back in it, and it's like another brand new model basically. So
All right. Okay.
I
Gary.
mean,
Gary, it's not Britannia, it's Flying Scotsman. Sorry, Stuart.
yeah, go
Sorry.
on. Sorry.
Gary just asked a question. He just asked what's wrong with my Britannia. It's not Britannia, it's Flying Scotsman. There's nothing wrong with it. That's the problem. um, Peter Jackson, the loco shed is near Whitfield, but actually near Bass's the barn. Metrolink tram station, if it helps.
Mm. I was up north a few weeks ago with a caravan, so shame.
Yeah,
Shame.
honestly though, I mean,
I will give them a ring.
look
I'm going to
them up.
try all these places I've written down. Local shed, and you've got Dave Angel Trains. I've seen you mention them before. What was the other one you said? It was a lady's name. Was it Elaine's?
Elaine's Trains, yeah, yeah. Elaine's Trains is pretty good as well. Um, Rob or Grayston, which one it was? I'm assuming Rob has said phone Rudland. They may help. I'd say Rudland models. Wow, that's another good one.
Is that where Alan? Is that where Alan goes all the time? Up in
Yeah,
up
yeah.
north.
Apparently,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Alan at Dragon Junction. I think he lives about 5 minutes away from him. That's
yeah.
his local as well as
That's
Robin
what I meant. I've
Gracie.
seen he's been prime the 3D prints. Yeah,
Yeah, well, he mentioned them a lot as well, and he mentioned the 3D printing. So I was on holiday up that way a little while ago. I think it was summer last year. I think it was, and I popped in there to have a look around. I couldn't stay long because I had my wife sat in the car waiting for me. Um, and I bought these line side boxes. I bought those line side boxes off him.
yeah. But oh yeah,
And
could do a few
these are
more
some
then.
of the 3D printed stuff that he sells. Um, but yeah, I highly recommend Woodland models. They're very good. Um, but yeah, I've been over to Jim's place a couple of times. Clive says he's going to be right back. I've been to Jim's a few times, and every time I've walked into the shop, he's just turned around and says, "Would you like a cup of coffee?" Oh yeah, you know. Um, but
Well, I'm like that.
sometimes it's stupid. It's stupid little things like that that make all the difference. I would much rather
Absolutely.
go to Jim's shop than some other shops, simply because of the fact I know if I get there, the guy's going to make me a cup of coffee when I get there.
Personal
It's
service. That's what you get, don't you? You get. I'm like that with Lord and Butler in Cardiff. Peter, one of the owners, he was my
yeah,
boss in Royal Mail for years and years. So he ran the shop as well as being a boss in Royal Mail for donkey's years. So I've known Peter, and always looks after me, always gives me something off. You can't
yeah.
you can't ask for more. I just bought a 66 off him.
Mm.
I don't want to put him on the spot, but I had quite a lot off the original price. So,
Yeah. No,
but
I mean
no, he's always looked after me.
that's the same thing with a lot of people. I'm not going to mention any names, but um, I'm a good customer of some places, and they'll give me a discount simply because of the fact I'm a regular customer. And which is why sometimes when I buy some items, I can't tell everybody how much it's cost because I know it's cost me far less than it would cost anybody else. But it's one of those things. Right. Anyway, someone's asked me a question here. Oh, Gary. Right, Gary. There is nothing wrong with the Flying Scotsman. That's the problem. The problem being is I need a motor for my Tornado, which is identical to my Flying Scotsman. Because I can't get one, and because I've got so many Flying Scotsmans, I'm thinking of taking it apart and taking the motor out of it for my Tornado. There we go. um, Some about Thunderbolt. There's Thunderbolt models, but they're rebuilding their website at the moment, and Flymo has put a link in the chat to them. Peter has said there is also Tim at, I do apologise, I can't pronounce that. I think it's Arcadia, Arcadia
Arcadia,
models.
Arcadia model.
Um, Apparently, he will most definitely make you a cup of tea. uh, we got a brew when we visited Robbie, Rob or Grace. They've both said we got a brew when we visited and shown upstairs with all kinds behind the scenes stuff and made me feel very welcome. Well, both of you got a better service than I did. They were very kind to me when I got there, but I didn't get a cuppa and I was never invited upstairs. Oh dear.
Oh,
Um,
I'll
what else?
fingers crossed, I'll get it sorted.
Um,
So,
yeah, Flymo says
yeah,
one of mine, Triang. Well, Dave Angel Trains is definitely the man to go to, Flymo, because he is a Triang specialist. Who else? What else said? Peter, I know how to tag Rob does lol. But yes, it was fantastic. Can't wait to. I was great at saying that then. Um, Lovely day with some showers, but plenty of sunshine for the bride and groom. It sounds like they had a very good wedding. uh,
talk,
I
yeah,
still need to
Brian.
get to most of my school's class, Dover 911. Whatever that. I'm not sure what that one is, Alan. Um,
Yeah, Brian. I don't know if you can see this. Talking of tornado, so tell me if you can. You have to tell me if you can see. So,
oh, here it comes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful. That is. Yeah,
so I
that's
was looking
really
around.
nice.
I was looking around for it. It's on the track,
Yeah, yeah. Do you want to
and I
take
got
its motor out?
taking it apart. Yeah, and one other
Oh,
one you would like. You would probably like this one. This is absolutely mint. Second hand, I got this, and it's never been run before I've had it. So, I don't know if you can see it.
okay. What else you got there? Oh, okay.
It's an
Oh,
80. It's a Hornby 86.
oh, is that an 86? I wasn't too
Yeah,
sure what that was.
I'm trying. Oh, we've got an survey's coming out of town. I know you might see it. Hopefully,
Oh, yeah, that is an 86. Yeah, it's very nice, that is.
that was it had never been run. Absolutely never came out the box, the original box, and it was like it just come out the showroom.
But yeah, Clive has just said
Mhm.
that he's still got a Tornado train set that he won from Rails.
Well,
That was a good prize.
Clive's a good one for parts. Knock knock him out. He'll give you some parts. He's got loads of parts.
Yeah, Flymo, actually, that's a really good idea. That is. He suggested that I double head the Flying Scotsman with the Tornado.
Yeah, disconnect the drive on it so it just rolls free. Yeah.
Well, I don't
Who's
need
done
to
that? Is it?
disconnect the drive, it's missing.
Oh yeah, yeah, true. Yeah, I think that's what Alan's done. A Dragon. He's done it with some 66s, hasn't he? He's got them free running, so
Yeah.
why not?
Well, do you know what, Flymo? That's not a bad idea because I've got this train here. It's a class 45 that I had off Burnley, and that doesn't run. Well, it runs, but the problem being is the cog drive to the axles are broken, and I can't get the spare parts for these. So I think I might end up using this as a double header with another train. I just need to add couplings to it, and that's it, really. But yeah, I mean, this Flying Scotsman I've got is a pristine model. There's no scratches on it. There's no marks on it. The only thing that was missing off it was a buffer, which I didn't even know was missing. And Craig, bless him, put another one on for me. Mike said it's nap time and he's off. And to be kind of honest with you, we are not going to be very far off ourselves now.
Yeah, I'll
But
be
yeah,
going now. But I appreciate. Thank you to everyone. I'll drop off now, Brian. I appreciate the help and putting out there. And thanks
you're
for everyone
welcome.
who's come back. And I will follow up those numbers.
Yeah,
I
no
take
problem,
a
mate.
screenshot of the motor number. So hopefully I will get in touch. And like I say, next week it's not that far. Not that far for me to go and pop down to London's and have a word with him. Get him to
Yeah.
smile. Oh dear. Never mind. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll drop off now, Brian. And brilliant, fantastic stream, and I'll stay in the chat, but I'll drop off now.
Yeah, well, thanks very much for popping in, Stuart. And if
No,
anybody can help you out, we will.
brilliant. Thank you. I'll
Take
be
care
in
of
the chat.
yourself, mate.
I'll see you in a bit. Bye bye.
All right. All right, mate. Bye bye. That was very nice of him to pop on then. But yeah, I can understand his problem. I really can. So yeah, we're left with two options, really, aren't we? If you can't get the spare parts for these newer models, you either buy another one for spare parts, um, or you do what Flymo's just suggested and use it as a double header. That's all you can do, really. Thanks for live, Brian. Great chatting with you, people. Yeah, all right, Peter. If you've got to go, mate, take care, mate. Timber Surf is back. Welcome back, Timber Surf. We're pretty much going to start wrapping the things up now. But what a smiling he. Nice one, Stuart. Cheers. But yeah, so that's pretty much it really for tonight. I've gone about half an hour over what I really wanted to go over, but it's nice to speak to you all. It's nice to be back in front of the camera again. And if I can do another live stream, I will. And I will try to do it a little bit more regularly if I can. But if I do, it probably is only going to be once a month. Yeah, we're going to get back sorting through photos. Actually, caught you online, Brian. Yeah. Okay, then, Grace and Rob, you take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you in your next live stream. Bye, namesake Peter. Yeah, it has. Honestly, it's been great to catch up with you all. It really has. So just a quick recap. If anybody wants to join the Facebook group, they are more than welcome to. Just answer the questions, and hopefully myself or one of the other moderators will let you in. Also, there's the Model Railway Crew, which is organised for next year. If anybody wants to stick that in their calendar, it'd be great to see people at that one. And just for reference, it's on the 23rd of June next year. So that's that. And yeah, if you do end up with a locomotive that needs a new motor and you can't find one for love of money, then yeah, absolutely. Get this, take the motor out if the motor's dead, and use it as a double header if you've got another locomotive that's strong enough to pull it. Right. Yeah, and again, if anybody wants to check out the layout update, I have uploaded the video today, so you can all go and watch that instead of having to come back to the live stream, because even I hate doing that. Yeah, Flymo has just put a link in the chat to the Facebook group if you want to follow that. Thank you very much for joining, everybody. It has been really nice to speak to you all, and I'll hopefully see you again in another one very soon. So take care, happy modelling, and bye for now. Until everyone, take care. Bye bye.